There it is, my first party. Me and a bow thief in Payon dungeon. Wait, I need some music. Yeah. Blessing level 1. And heal level 10. Which I've never used, so I don't know how big my heal is. I'll find out right now. Heal test. 672. That's a big number for such a little acolyte. So I'm level 23 and 17. It's going good. Me and Hawk, we're tearing this dungeon up. You know, Bow Rogue is a class I didn't consider, but it is very cool and very strong. I'm gonna be a priest. Turn undead. Yeah, when it misses 3 times in a row, you're like, is this really 40-50% success rate? Because it doesn't feel like it right now. But yeah, that's always gonna happen pretty frequently. Just go flip a coin for an hour. You'll see what I mean. You're gonna get like 4 or 5 tails in a row. You're like, what the heck? This should never happen. But yeah, with enough volume, it should happen. Should happen several times at least. Boom! Level 24. And I'm pure int. Because you can do that on this server. Which I kind of don't like, but it's fine. It's not a big deal. I liked the little stat restriction at the beginning. Made it interesting. Because you couldn't get everything you wanted. You were forced at the beginning to get some crap you don't want. And so you had to choose which one you least didn't want. And for that you had to do some serious thinking. If you knew the mechanics, or just roll the dice if you didn't. And people today, they'd call that a design flaw. They would say, look, if the game forces you into an error in your build, that's bad design. You should at least have a chance to make the right choice. But a new player doesn't know the mechanics. There's no way for him to be certain that he's going to avoid that mistake. But no, I think that's the wrong way to look at RPGs. Do you know any leveling place for Bow Thief? $43 Dex and 23 Agi. Okay, so I should get Agi up before I get Bless maxed out. It's going to help her better. Da-da-dum-dee-da. She said she's waiting for her friend, but we've been here for like an hour or something. Or near enough. There ain't nobody come. But that's a smart move to tell a man when you meet in a dark dungeon. I'm waiting for my friend. He's a football player. He'll be here any minute. Warp Bartal. Oh, that's good. I don't, so you're wanting me to warp you. I have bad news. And I won't have warp for a while either. I got a lot of buffs to get first. Before I pretend to care about warp portal. Ba-ba-da-bum, dee-dum, doo-da-dee-dum, doo-dee-dum. I think I normally do get agility before I get bless. But I did it in reverse this time, just to try it out. Just to give it the old college try. I think it's going okay. 2 int for me, 2 dex for her. I mean, as an Echo, you don't know who you're going to party first. So you don't know what buff to get. So Blasting seemed like the safe bet. It's like, well, that's good for everybody. And Edgy is too. But, yeah. That's why it kind of doesn't matter too much which one you get first. Not everybody cares about the agility stat from it, but like if you party with a mage, the stat's not going to do anything for him. Not really. But the movement speed will. In fact, for a mage, the movement speed from Agi might actually be more important than the int from Blessing. The bad mages are not very mobile. It's kind of what makes them bad mages. That's mostly what it is, I think. The softer your body, the more important positioning. And we all know mages have the softest. Are we still talking about micro? Oh, where else is a good place for a bow rogue to level? Really just anything that can't move. That's the advantage of the bow. And, like, it's the same advantage as a lance. You can do the same thing with a lance. Poke geographers. But it's a little more tedious, because you've got to click the cell before you click the monster. Or else you'll just get killed. Swordies don't get ridiculous decks, so they miss too much. They miss too much to be able to do it until they're like high enough level that they don't even need to do geographers anymore. But a bow rogue, they get decks right away. They go crazy with decks. Like this one. I think I would have kept dex higher than Agi like she did, but maybe not quite that much higher. Blind! Don't worry, I'll take care of it all. Blessing level 3. Boom! 3 stat points. I think when I get it to 5, then I'll switch to agility. Because level 5 blessing means half the time you're going to push the person you're buffing, to be your partner mainly, but you also, yourself, into a new breakpoint or bonus, however you want to call it, for strength and dex. So that means the 6th point in blessing and on have diminishing returns. Because the probability that that happens, well, because that happening is what accounts for most of the damage boost of your blessing. So once you get to blessing 5, you got half of its damage boost. And so the next point will give you less of a damage boost than the previous point did, and that will remain true until you max blessing. So in order to dodge those diminishing returns at a time when dodging it can pay off, that is to say, a time when you still need it to get Agi up, that's when it's a good time to get Agi up. Now you don't need to put this much thought into the sequence by which you get your skills, but on a low rate server like this, you feel it. You feel it. Those little things matter. That's what I like about low rates. The little things matter. It's not just scenery on your journey to 99. It's content. Kapow! Kapow! Wait, how's the loot shared? Oh man, I've been a jerk the whole time. It's not that you're dodging the diminishing returns of Bless 6 to 10. It's that you're just putting them off to a time when they don't matter as much. They're not as desperately needed. Or at least when power is not as desperately needed. Stat points. And movement speed. And hit. And SP and SP regen. But that's such a cool feature of buffs in this game, at least Bless and Agi, is that they scale. But they scale secretly, quietly in the background. Your second set of 10 strength gives you more power than your first set of 10. And your third more than your second. And your fourth more than your third. And your 11th more than your 10th. All the way. And it just keeps going. So as you and your partner level up, whoever they are, and however many there are, and their main damage stat is either strength, int, or dex, the amount of strength you can add to them goes up too. Or the amount of power you can add to them goes up too. It's a very elegant design. If a modern game designer wanted to do that, you would have to read that in the skill description. They would just put it directly in the skill. It would say it gives 10 power, but it gives more power the higher level your opponent is. So it's based on your opponent's level or their strength or whatever. This game does that without you even knowing it. And that makes it a clever design and a more intriguing puzzle for the players to engage with and try to solve, master. And it makes the game feel more magical when you play it. It's stuff like that that makes up the magic of Ragnarok, I think. Because like people who play Ragnarok and love it, they all say the same thing. They're like, I don't know what it is about this game. It just has a kind of magic. Or, it just has something that other games don't have. I don't know what it is. And then, like, they'll spend the rest of their lives trying to explain what that is. They'll go through phases. They'll attach to one explanation and then find another one and fall in love with that explanation for a while. And the truth is, it's all of them combined, but there are also mechanics like that are working in a way that the players are only half conscious of. Because the players know that the power boosts from strength and dex are non-linear. But they get greater with the more you get. But what they don't know is why they're so darn crackhead addicted to priests and their buffs. And because on paper it's such a small buff. It's like 10? What the hell am I going to do with 10? I already have 80 or 90 of that stat. So what, it's going to be like a 1/8 boost to my power? I mean, it's not nothing, it's something. 10 added to 80. Yeah, it turns out it's bigger than it looks. It's bigger than it looks on paper. Well, I think we're ready for wolves. What do you think? This is too easy. Now, if you're really clever, what you do is you get you a friend who's going to be your leveling partner every time. And you coordinate the points you put into Blessing and Agi with their stats. Like if they need 7 strength to hit the next bonus, then you stick with Blessing until you get it level 7. And you switch over. I've never tried that hard on this game, but you could if you wanted to. What's cool about getting in on a server early is that all the cool names are still open. I don't know how early I am to the server. I know it's at least a year old, because I heard someone say something happened a year ago. But that's fairly early. A low-rate server is gonna usually last like 4 or 5 years. At least the ones I pick. I don't know about on average. Probably a lot less. I'm probably better than most people at picking them. You gotta look for integrity in the settings. That means no pay-to-win donation stuff. No VIP stuff. And even better, no donations. That means it's a project of love, not cash. Money. People will do something because they love it for their entire lives. For free. If they're in it for the money, they'll stop doing it as soon as they believe it's not going to render any or enough money. Ooh, that's a 5,000 zenny. Piece of junk right there, that accessory. That's a skull ring. Most sought after loot in Payon Dungeon Floor 1. It doesn't do anything. It just overcharges for a lot of money. It's like 7,000 zenny or something. Yeah, normally Echoes won't get parties until they've got a buff. They can boost their partner's power. Because that boost is what makes up for his share of the XP that the killer is losing by sharing it with you. But every once in a while you'll meet a killer who doesn't know any better and will party with you before you have the buffs. Like here. Because they don't want to spend money on potions. And that is a perfectly fine preference. It is suboptimal if you're trying to race, win the level race or something. That's not the way to do it. But that goes to a point I started to make earlier, and I don't think I finished it. RPGs, to me, are not about being optimal. They're about inhabiting your identity. And, well, choosing it and then inhabiting it. Whatever you choose it to be. I choose to be frugal rather than powerful. That's what I want to be. I see the fantasy world as, well, at least in an RPG, as a, maybe like a field or a testing ground or something. A testing ground for identities. I want to put on the identity I chose. And then run myself vicariously through the gauntlet of the world and its challenges and all that. The fantasy world or fictional world, game world. And then see what happens to me inside. How do I like being the Acolyte, the healer? The supporter? How does it make me feel? Does it feel natural or unnatural? And I can sort of observe myself, take feedback, say, oh, people are saying that I'm a very good healer. I must be naturally good at this. People are saying I'm a bad healer. Maybe this isn't my inclination. Yeah, mocking undershirt, that's pretty powerful. Dang! That's the dream. Or an agility-based character. And not really. The dream is Ninetales undershirt. A +9. Ninetales undershirt. I think that's the most agility you can possibly get. It's time for Wolfies. Woo, 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 woo. I got Blessed level 5. I'm level 29 and 21. With 51 plus 6 intelligence. 51 int AMA. I'm smarter than Grok. And I picked me up some gear. Look at this. Bandana. Adventurer suit, shoes, and muffler. Just a little defense to help me out. You know what else I like about this server? They didn't change anything. The skills aren't modified. They did a little bit of quality of life changes, but it's the typical stuff. It's like the stuff that almost everybody agrees is a good idea, like getting rid of bowling bash gutter lines. Alright, blessing 5. Let's get agility. Increase agi. It goes on W. You're gonna like this. Now we run fast. Now that we get out of that smelly cave, we're in the open field. It's gonna do us some good. Get some cardio in. I can just smell the fresh air. Hello, this is my merchant. Yeah, they're buying empty bottles for like around 500 zinni or something. Maybe 450, I don't know. What up, what up? This is me, doing Payon Cave now. I'm level 48 and 36. Pure int. And, here's my skills. Got max buffs. Finally. Now I just need a warp portal. Kapow! I was in Bongun's Immune Axe, but this just feels better. More natural. Well, it's not more natural or better, really. It feels faster. It feels faster experience. I can kill more monsters before I run out of SP. And it just runs smoother because of that. Because they don't take so many heals to kill. I think that's why. Let's take 3 level 10s. Ba-ba-dum. Oh, here's my gear. It's just NPC junk, except for the Arc Wand, which I bought from a player in Pront, a shop, for 30k, I think it was. And I bought a 2-slotted Damascus for 50k. That's on my merchant. Oh yeah, I have a merchant. Let me show ya. They're making pots. Ooh. This is my merchant. His name is Scorn. Scorn! In an ancient time, a greedy mage using the power of the rune stones. There's my Damascus. It was 50k and it had 2 slots. I thought, well, a 1-slotted one is almost 50k from the NPC. Or at least it's most of 50k. I don't remember exactly after discount, but I thought, yeah, the extra slot's worth that. And 50k is so cheap. And the way I got it was, making Zenny was actually kind of hard. But, bottles made it easy. Players are paying pretty good for bottles over here. See this one? 410 each, that's almost as good as a mud lump. For one flipping bottle. So I went to Pouring Island and I farmed the pourings and drops. And every once in a while a Popo ring for good experience. Here's another one, even more. 415 zenny per bottle. Yeah, I went and farmed pourings and drops. And I even did it long enough to get a level. I was like 20 something. And I just got enough to make 50k to buy the Damascus before someone else bought it. It took me a couple hours. But yeah, it was good. Oh no, it probably took me 1 hour on Pouring Island. And then before that I did 1 hour of just like regular leveling in culverts or something. I realize that it's going to take forever to save up 50k doing it this way. But yeah, so now I've got Damascus. That's like the best NPC weapon for Merchant, Sortie, and Thief. So I've got the Merchant. I'm going to have the Thief. That's probably next. And I may or may not make a Sortie. I mean, I'm sure I will eventually, but maybe not in the foreseeable future. And I got the Arc Wand for my casters. That'll be the Acolyte, namely. But eventually a Mage. I'm feeling altaholic on this game right now. Maybe I'll just make a bunch of alts. Really not get anywhere on any of them. But have lots of fun. Have lots of fun. That was how I did it on the official IRO. Chaos. Hot-blooded headband. So as you can see, I made a bunch of novices who are ready to be something. Steel Song will be a sortie. Probably a knight. Summoner will be a mage, probably a wizard. And Cinders will be a mage, probably a sage. But Summoner and Cinders, you can switch them up. It still makes sense. Oh, and I need a thief name. I haven't thought of one yet. I'll think about it tomorrow or something. Back to the Acolyte. Life Bloom. He's about to level up. It's actually only 29 levels of heal I need to kill those. I should stop using 30. That's a waste of SP. My heal's pretty good. It's like 1300 or something. Let me show you. 1428. But yeah, without the stat hexagon, you can do some crazy builds now. Let's see, builds used to be 99, 99, and 9. So I guess it's the same builds. Never mind. It just frees them up sometimes for the builds that were kind of screwed by it. Like if a character creation in the past you had to get 2 stats that you didn't need, couldn't use, or were marginally useful. Now it's just 1 for everybody. Everybody only has to get at most 1 stat they don't need. And maybe even better is you get to put it off until the end. Those 9 useless points, whatever it is, you can make them your last points, your level 99 points, instead of your level 1 points. So you don't have to... You can have them be used while you're leveling. 77 int, level 49. Dum de da de dum. Bum 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 da dum. Heal 23 on those. I just run from these. Just kind of throw them in here. Get away from them. Kapop! I could kill 1 more, I'd say. Sit and rest. Yeah, the sitting is really boring, but it's not bad, experience-wise. Well, I mean, it's bad compared to if I partied like a thief or an archer, definitely. Or anybody, actually. They'd be way more efficient, experience-wise, if I just partied any killer. But I kind of wanted the taste of heal bombing, and it's kind of hard to find somebody to party with. Well, it's not hard, I just don't like spamming for it. I'll put like one message out there. Nobody bites, so I'm just gonna heal bomb for the rest of the day. But I kind of got used to the rhythm. The rhythm was I spend all my SP, I sit down, then I alt tab and look at videos or something. Or Discord or whatever. Then I'll come back like a minute later, be fully regened, go at it again. Do 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 do. Ba ba da ba ba da doo dee bum. So I found some things out about this server just by playing on it and listening to people talk. You can get an ice pick, but not by doing the seal quest. Or at least that's not how the guy I was listening to was doing it. He was doing it where you get Hugel medals. You trade Hugel medals for an ice pick. And I forget the numbers, but I screenshotted it so I can look it up if I need to. Basically, that's how you do it. You get Hugel medals. And I think this next part is custom. I don't think this was official. But you can trade blank cards for Hugel medals. So instead of farming the Hugel games, he's just wearing the blank card, trying to save up thousands of those. I think it was tens or hundreds of thousands of blank cards that he needed to get an ice pick. I thought, okay, if that's the only way to get ice pick, which I don't know that it is, but if it is, then I should put assassin off. That's gonna be some way late game character right there for me. Because if I play assassin, I want to play it double dagger, and if I'm playing it double dagger, I want to be able to have an ice pick. And if I can't have an ice pick, then I'm not interested in playing Sin right now. Hey, there's a 61 full support Acolyte. But there's some good gear and cards in this map too. Soldier Skeleton card, Apple of Archer, and that's pretty much it. But that's enough. Especially because Apple of Archer. Because I'm thinking of going full ME Priest build. Total Demon Slayer, that's right. I still may not, I'm just thinking about it, but we'll see. I'm gonna base my decision off of what I think is gonna get to 99 the fastest. And literally, that's it. I do have a wish to try ME Priest, because I've never done it. And it seems cool. It seems like a wizard that can solo. That's the coolness of it. You're a wizard that can solo because you are your own priest, your own healer. And but you're limited to very specific dungeons. It's like GH dungeons and Geffen. But that's good enough. Those are great dungeons. You can get all the way to 99 in those. And you'll get rich doing it. Bum bop ba da bum bop bum. I got discount maxed on my merchant. Overcharge is level 8, I think, so I need to finish that off, but it's mostly done. And one day he will be an alchemist. I haven't found a card yet, but it doesn't worry me because the rates are 1x. That is not unusual. I'm gonna go all the way to job 50 because it's an Acolyte. There's two classes who absolutely must always go to job 50. It's Acolyte and Mage. In my book. I don't know about other people's books, but that's how I play this game. Their skills are so powerful, and there are so many of them. You just want all the points you can get. If you don't, you'll regret it forever. Or at least until you transcend. At least I will. So yeah, I'm high enough level for a Miguel's party. I just gotta find me some peoples. Toy Factory would be cool too. I got a few friends. These two, they're like 9 levels behind me last I checked, but I'm sure they've caught up a little bit since then. Because that is a merchant and that is a mage, both of which, especially together, should be leveling faster than I am heal bombing. But it'll have to be another day because I have to go to sleep soon. Most likely they do too. Here, let's kill a couple of Munax or something. That's not what I was trying to do. There's a monster on that side of the portal. Cheese them like this. Oh, it didn't go off. I canceled my own damage. That was dumb. Sit and regen. That's 92 total int. Dang. Dang. I'm getting to the point where if I'm going ME priest, I should probably pause int and start pumping dex. But maybe not. Maybe not. You can probably put that off quite a bit because ME is pretty deep in the skill tree and you gotta max it to level 10. That won't really matter anyway because I do need a fin clip before I can even start MEing. Well, I'll probably stop int at 90 and figure out what my build is going to be. Because whatever it is, I'm sure I'm going to want 90 plus int. Munak. I would like a Munak hat. That would be good for an ME priest. 10% reduction from undead monsters. That's like a poo-poo hat. A poo-poo hat for undeads. Look at all this junk. I'm about ready to go back to town. See how much money I have now. Bet you I can buy something cool again. Alt and right click. Rind, yes, I do want a party. But I can't. I have to go. So got 21k on my Acolyte. Let's see how much this guy gets. That's a good dagger. That's a stiletto, I think. I think these are just regular bows. I'm gonna get rid of them. think those are adventure clothes, but I'm not sure. I'll just get rid of them. These are knives. That dagger is the only thing worth holding on to, maybe. I don't have item appraisal yet. So, magnify. A dagger. I'll just hold on to it. Good transition weapon from main gotch to Damascus. 46,000 zennies. I'm gonna want some butterfly wings for my other dude. Probably some fly wings. We'll get a bunch of those in storage. Also, let's get a few magnifiers in there too. There we go. Rin. Oh, he's the one looking for a party. Oh, he's too high level for me, probably. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. Pansy and undershirt. Yep, that's the next purchase right there. I had to be good on my merchant, and then my thief next. I won't do anything for my Acco, but my Acco doesn't need to purchase anything. I think I don't need any gear for my Acco. An Arc-1's all he really needs. An NPC gear. For a long time. But I'll just save it for now. Panties and undershirts, I bet you those are always on the market. Aw yeah, baby. I got a Sidewinder party with this assassin here. Dang, he looks so cool. I want to be an assassin. He's gonna Grimtooth there. We're gonna make so many levels. Let's do it. Signal to tap. I didn't think of that. I won't be doing that. Alright, so there's no standing around. I'm going to be running the whole time. I want my fly wings. See how many I have at least. I think they're still hockey. They're not. Now they are. Oh, is the level range 15 on this server instead of 10? I don't know what he's saying that for. Alright. Dude, I've always wanted to do this on this map. I love this map. I mean, I've done it before, but not as an Acco, but I want to do it as a Sin, like he's doing, or a Knight or something. It's so fun to mob them. Because they don't fatigue, and there's nothing else to bother you. Nothing else significant. It's just these little birds. Little ragglers. And Sidewinder cards is pretty decent. I think they drop Rough Ori. That's good. And there's some OC loot in there too. I need to actually keep my distance from my mob and his mob, because he's going to be hidden. And I probably should have saved here, but he has the warp, so it'll probably be fine. I guess let's split up.
and meet up. And the music here is awesome. One of the best BGMs in the whole game. No question about it. Don't touch me. Oh. I almost died. I think you should just Grimtooth now, buddy. You don't need to mob the whole dang map. Just like more than is reasonable. A little more than is reasonable. Yeah, we need to share loot too. Sharing loot is important. Mobbing the whole map gives you the biggest experience spike, but at the cost of a lot of EXP per hour. Because like I said in the Orc Dungeon, it's not worth it after you mob half of the map. Because half of that first mob you could kill again if you just kill them halfway. Oh, you want me to hold it? Just hide in Grimtooth, bro. Is this guy pranking me? I'm just gonna get him killed by 1,000 snakes. Ooh, that's nice. Hee. Good loot. I didn't look at my experience though, dang. Why would you do that? Oh yeah, these guys loot. No, they don't. Maybe they do. It's okay. It's just the first mob. He's still using party chat. What a nub. We go each side of the map and get meet up here. Okay. So but these two trees, this is our meetup spot, or maybe these rocks. Yeah, I'm a little sick. I got a throat thing. This is day 2 of it. I think I'm over the worst part of it though. Trying to get to sleep last night was the worst. The worst part so far. Oh no, oh no! The map suddenly became unwalkable. At least I flywinged in time. I mean, I knew I was approaching the edge of the map, but there was no visual cue of where the edge was. It's easy to pick them back up. Whoa, 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 whoa. My sage skills here. Weaving. Yeah. Be careful though, the birds can hit me. I'm not an assassin. The birds will hitlock me. You could even call those birds. Whoa. That is a slow cast time. Let's see, 37% base. Say 16% job. Whoa. That is good experience. That is very good experience. Holy smokes. Now we need greed. Or just a very nimble acolyte. I think you can even put on an arrow as an assassin when you get the venom knife. It's made for... It unlocks your arrow slot as if you're an archer. And then you're supposed to put venom knives in it so you can throw those, but you can also put arrows in it. Then you get the effect of the arrow. You don't get the element, but you will get the status effect. So if you put on a curse arrow, that's generally the best one, you can curse the monsters when you grim-tooth them. Look at that. So what was I at? Like 37 something? And 15? Now I'm at 16% and 71%. That's almost a full 100% from that mob. That was like 80%, something like that. Base. Like 50 some job. So I guess this is how you power level things, I would assume. You just mob this map, and then AoE it down, and leech whatever you want to level, but you can't help. But actually, all of them can help, kind of, because you don't need any skills to mob or stats. So one killer and one anything else. Do the trick. Oh no 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 no! That's the dangerous thing though. Walking into the edge of the map. I can't tell when it ends until it's too late. See, it almost happened again. Up and down are my escape routes. Wait, I didn't get to buff you. Bless is the important thing. Job level. Yeah, this is cooler than heal bombing for sure. Faster and funner and differenter. A guild. Alright, I'll be in your guild. Arcana. Warp portal. Let's go towards that. Okay, so I'm gonna go away, get some snakes from the other side. I guess I'm gonna grind this out. So I'll see you on the other side. Whoa! Look at that. Oh shit! I miss all the damn loot. Oh my god. Holy crap, there's a super thief who wants to party. Quick, get my stuff in storage. Wait, who are you? Some random angel came out of the side of my screen and started buffing me. For context, I've been standing here alone for like 3 hours. Alright. White herb. I'll keep the green herb. It's herb. I know, but I like herb. So yeah, well, 5641. Holy smokies. I have an aura. And I got all these stat points I haven't spent, so let me do that. 86 int. 1596 heal. What a beast I am. What a beastly man. And I got warp portal level 2. I can go to veins. But my sin left, so. Yeah, I guess he's my guild leader now too. Overgeared. Let's see if he hasn't already got a party. Ba-dum, be-dum. Dee-da-doo-da-dee-dum. Nice little browse shops. Yeah, how about Miguel's or Toy Factory 2? Either one of those would be great at our level. A coat, and it's slotted. Hey, I want that. I want that for a pupa card. 40k? I can afford it. Oh, let me get out of this party. No. No, I haven't been to Moscovia yet, buddy. I didn't even know you needed access to get to it. Yep, Miguel will work. Just put on your fire Damascus or whatever. Oh, what shop was that? The coat. Because I was about to buy an NPC coat just for the defense, but if a slotted one only costs like 2 or 3 times more, I'd rather have a slot in it. I got enough Zenny for that, so that's good. What else is there? There's mantles. Those are dang expensive compared to the coat. Oh, but those aren't. That's why you shop around. Well, I lost the coat, but I'm just going to bank on it not being bought. And I'll get it after the party. I remember to. Alberta, okay. I don't have decreased agi yet. I probably should get it though. It's so dang useful. But agi level 1 works. I can outrun an agi up to Miguel just fine. Go to Louyang. I'm ready! And I'll memo it here. Memimo. Sure I got it. Yep, there's Louyang, but it overwrote veins. Well, that's lame. I should have waited till I got another point in warp portal. That's alright. This is definitely the more expensive place to get to. That's kind of better. I'm already here, buddy. Oh no, your dyes are hideous. But you do have a dragon. That's pretty cool. Don't kill this stuff. What are you doing? You need to kill Miguels. There we go. There we go. Slashy, slashy. I love that animation. There's nothing down there, bro. That's almost 2%. It's like 1.5%. On the nose. Pretty good. I got a tree of dims. That is a high agi character right there. Are you someone from the guild? I don't know what you mean. From the Acolyte guild. Passion Project. Nope. I don't know what guild that is. I'm new here, buddy. I don't know anything. Well, I don't know anybody. But I know everything. Except your customs. See? You just center your circle around the killer. You go really fast circles, so that way. Really fast and small circles, so that way he doesn't have to walk to hit it again. Like that. Look at that. Warp portal level 2. I mean 3. I guess his sprite colors are okay. Really the sprite colors I don't like the most are the ones that are like really strong. They don't match the pastel coloring of the game. '88 intelligence. 1680 heal. The bears are worth killing though, for the poo-poo hat and the card. And the honey, I guess. The caramels just have 4-slotted pikes, I think. That's the only thing that's worth it from them. Hey, it's that wizard from the Sidewinder party. He's back. Oh, that's what SW means. Sidewinder. Ding, fries are done. Ding, fries are done. No, I don't have that. They want that so I can tap and increase the experience of the whole mob. But I'm not going to get it because it's 4 points to get it. It's 4 points out of my build to get it. Out of the build I want. Well, we'll make it work. It's so funny how they treat an experience tap as like a deal breaker. But guys, it's not that big of a boost. It's a little boost. As if there's another Acolyte somewhere at my level who wants to party with you. Right now, at this moment. Let's go to Veins. Do you have Portal? I have Pront. Oh, look, I have Veins too. Huh, what happened? How did I have Veins? It remembered my first memo and moved it down the list. It's just that I hadn't unlocked that position in the list yet. So when I did, I got Veins back. That's so cool, no way. I can memo things before I can warp to them. Doo-doo-doo.